than I thought it was going to be. Okay, it's on me. So we're just going to wait for people to show up. I love this building. Older architecture is just beautiful. And they took time to make things beautiful and make all those details. So right now I'm just waiting on people to show up and say hello to us in the comments when you get here. Just say hi or put an emoji, whichever you want to do. But we are at the state capitol. Hopefully I've got it. So far it doesn't say that I have bad signal. Normally it'll tell me. Okay, so people are starting to show up now. We've got 4 whole viewers. Let's double it. We can do it. Okay, so yes, people are starting to show up now. Hey, there's Audra right there. She says hi with 4 eyes, 5 eyes. So why is Shelly at the state capitol? Hi guys, I'm Shelly with My Celine, and we are here in downtown Little Rock at the Arkansas State Capitol. As you can see, there are people headed up the stairs. There's a meeting at 1:30, so it may get a little loud in our background, but that's fine. I'm here with John Kelly. There he is. And he's going to be the one talking to us today. He told me about a bill, or 2 bills actually, SB 97 and SB 98, that may make it hard for some local small businesses. So I'm going to turn the camera around on him, but spotlight on him. No pressure, John. And we'll see what he has to say. Let me turn this around. Okay. There he is.
Hi, Saline County. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time. I appreciate Shelly giving me this opportunity. I have some things I wanted to talk to you about. There are 2 bills that are going on in the legislature right now, Senate Bill 98 and Senate Bill 97. They're both in movement. They're moving throughout the House and the body. And so we're trying to educate the public, and particularly in this case, Saline County, about these bills. I'm not here to ask you to agree with me. I'm here to help share the information and some of the dynamics and kind of the side notes that go along with this legislation. I believe it hurts small businesses. This legislation is being pushed very strongly by Walmart. And I think the legislation drives towards greater monopolization. If the retail liquor stores of Saline County are vulnerable, who's next? I mean, is it going to be a hair salon business? Is it going to be the roofing business? Walmart is clearly behind this bill. And behind the scenes, it's very interesting to understand, is there is things going on outside of just the bill. ABRA, which is an association of county line stores, has made a deal with Walmart to not fight this bill. So ABRA, the county line store group, is saying, we're not fighting this bill, we're going to try to help Walmart. The question is, for what? What are they getting out of it? Well, it's common knowledge throughout this body that Walmart has made a deal with the county line stores to help them. Now, how does a county line store help? The county line store is helped when Walmart pledges to do everything they can to stop any wet-dry initiatives. In this case, they're promising to the ABRA, the county line stores, 10 years of their support to help prevent any wet-dry initiatives. That's a lot of power they have.
So the bills that they've got coming through, the SB 97 and SB 98, are those, what exactly do they say? What does each one say?
It's a great question. Let me get to the basics of it. SB 97 is referred to as the permit expansion bill. And it's designed with the idea that, well, instead of only being able to have 1 store, you can now have 3. The details are that this bill only allocates that to specific counties, meaning Pulaski County, Washington County, and Benton County. Of course, Washington and Benton are in northwest Arkansas, where Walmart is home. So effectively, it's expanding that. The other bill, which is SB 98, has to do with third-party delivery. They are looked to be run together. The third-party bill simply says a substantial change in the law. the law currently says that only liquor stores and liquor store employees can deliver alcohol. That was a newer bill that came out when COVID hit. This bill changes that dramatically. It not only allows for third parties to be hired, it also expands it to now beer, wine, and convenience and grocery store, all liquor stores can deliver through third parties like Amazon or DoorDash the alcohol.
Okay,
And-
so they would need to give specific training to those employees, I'm thinking?
Yes, that's
in
right.
order
That's
for them to
correct,
leave
Shirley.
alcohol at your doorstep.
Yeah. Within that bill are the dynamics of that the ABC would then be required to initiate a training program, and these third-party delivery services would be required to bring training to their employees that are delivering.
Okay.
So it's a part of the bill. It makes sense, but I've got some other comments about that a little bit later.
Okay.
Okay, so the point with the idea that Walmart is using their power in dry counties really hits me hard. I mean, if you think about, for example, Saline County, Walmart wanted the bill to be in Saline County. Some people didn't, but they helped the bill get in there. But now they're doing the exact opposite thing in trying to get these two bills out of the Senate. They're taking people in Faulkner County, in Lonoke County, in the adjacent counties that are dry now, and basically saying to the Abra folks, the county line stores, we're gonna help stop your most important concern, which is the counties right next to your store going wet. And I think that's something for not just the people of Saline County to think about, but also for the rest of the state to consider about what is going on here, because that is not in the bill. However, it is behind the scenes. And again, this isn't just some random statement that I'm making. The legislature, for the most part, are very aware of this.
Okay, so just while you're going to your next point, if somebody wants to talk to their legislator or someone else about it, we're going to put that in the comments, and we're going to have an article later on My Saline, just so people know, this is a paid advertisement. So My Saline is just learning about this today. I'm just learning about this today. But we want to give people the opportunity to talk to their legislators about it. Do you know where these bills are right now in the process?
Yes, at this very moment, as I understand, and this would have been updated as of last night, so I don't know what exactly has happened today, but the third-party delivery bill has gotten held up, which is 98. It's gotten held up in the broader Senate. And the 97, the expansion, because they're trying to be run together, is not being yet heard in the House committee. The House committee is going to be the Rules Committee that's going to decide, are we going to move this forward and allow the full body of the House to vote on it? And so you bring a point about reaching out. Well, within the site of the Arkansas legislature, you can get a lot of information. And I would encourage y'all to find out first who your senators and representatives are. And all of them at this stage, as I understand it, either are going to weigh in the next few days or are going to wage maybe a week from now votes on these two bills.
Right, and we'll have a link to the bills themselves too, so people can read through it and see for themselves.
Yes, I thought it'd be helpful to understand some of and maybe a revisit of some of the very issues that I'm talking about in a written format. So yes, we're gonna get that out too.
Right, gotcha. Okay, and what else do we need to talk about?
Well, I think some points that I've been making to the legislature that are also in the text has to do with ABC and ABC enforcement. Now, this seems like it's just a side note of saying, well, the ABC, I'm not trying to blame the people at the ABC. I'm trying to point out the focus that is going to be needed in order to make sure that all the rules are being followed by everyone. And my complaint is not with the ABC. It's with the dynamics around enforcement. Now, let me speak to that with regards to this particular set of bills. It is inappropriate, illegal, whatever you want to call it, under ABC rules for companies to join together to share product. The leverage that most people would say Walmart might have is the ability to buy on a national level. Well, the fact remains, it is illegal for them to buy or negotiate or get pricing other than what it is that they're buying for that individual store. So now with SB 97, we're asking the ABC to make sure that Walmart is only getting deals based on the volume of its one store, not the volume of all three stores, and not being able to negotiate on a national level and tell the local distributors what they're, having people like Anheuser-Busch tell Golden Eagle that this is what you're going to sell this to Walmart for. That's a leverage point. It's against the rules. It's very detrimental. And the reason I'm saying that is it because you are not allowed to group buy. And it's the other problem that I'm having with the ABC is, unlike marijuana, alcohol, so folks like myself are having to go to the enforcement directors, provide them information on our competitors before they will initiate any review, any enforcement, any investigation. With marijuana, that's not that way at all. And the same enforcement people that deal with marijuana deal with alcohol. And I believe that they're
ABC,
substantially
yes.
unfunded and understaffed.
So, John, I don't know if we said you're the owner of Long Hills.
Yes, ma'am. Long Hills Wine and Spirits. It's on Highway 5 in Benton.
And I asked you on the way here to the Capitol if you had spoken to any other local liquor store owners, and if so, what were their feelings on this?
Yes. Well, yesterday I reached out to Carl, who owns Bo Diddles. Terrible tragedy; they lost their store. Carl I was very impressed. He was committed to small business. He was committed to disclosing this. He was engaged. He's been reaching out to the mayors. One of the reasons that he reached out to the mayor was the fact that the way this is set up, if Walmart gets what they want, they're going to have Amazon, whoever they choose to deliver their stuff, to be able to not just deliver the Walmart in West Little Rock or in Little Rock in Pulaski County, is not going to just be reaching into Pulaski County to make deliveries. They're going to be reaching into Saline County. I know that my customer base, the way the crow flies, is not very far from West Little Rock. And what that's going to create then is a loss of revenue for the city of Benton, for the city of Bryant, and for the county of Saline. And I want the people that represent Saline, like Senator McKee and Senator Hammer, to be aware of this. And I want y'all to be aware of it.
Well, we would hope that it wouldn't, if this came to pass, if these two bills passed, we would hope that it wouldn't hurt small businesses. But it kind of seems like how could it help if they are able to take over some things that you currently do and that no one else can do. As a liquor store owner, do you do a lot of deliveries?
No, we did not set up a delivery system.
Okay, but people do.
But there are stores that have.
Okay.
And that's their choice. We just at this stage decided not to. Part of the dynamic that I've been dealing with as an owner is the idea of I have a successful store. I would like to have a bigger store. But with all the legislation that keeps coming, just like this legislation, that makes real threats to the profitability of my store, I'm scared to death to expand. And so, yes, the delivery from Pulaski County into Saline, it might not be a huge detriment, but it's coming. And my concern is not just for this bill, but for the concerns of any small business. I mean, the legislature it needs to support small business. If you believe that, then it's important to pay attention to when they're not, and to try to understand all the dynamics.
So you definitely want your local people who know what they're talking about. And humble brag, I just came back from Paris, and there were all these little shops that were dedicated only to wine. and they had a sommelier in there. That's somebody that knew what they were talking about. So very specific, very detailed things about the wine. So you could just walk in and ask them a question, and they would know exactly what you want, or give you a taste. Or you can't do that with Amazon.
Right.
Or with a delivery, you're not going to get a taste. You know. Yeah. So there are some things that are just off the top of my head that I can think of that would change.
Sure.
If you were to use a service like that.
Sure.
And I don't know if Amazon and Walmart are the only ones that would do that. Maybe others, but those are the ones I think of.
Sure.
And I think we love our small businesses, and I'm a small business, so that's why you called us and said, can you help with this to get the word out? And I can't help with legislation. I don't have any pull there. I don't have a lot of money to help you in that way, but I do have a lot of viewers, and I just want them to be involved like you are. I think it's great that you're coming out and you're talking to the legislators. You're talking to other elected officials and people like you and getting the word out. Right. So is there anything else that we need to know? Of course, like I said, we're going to put the links to the bills and to contact your local legislators.
Yes, well, we are going to put some things out, and I would just say, Shelley, it seems like a very unimportant task and we're not much power, but collectively as a community we have power. And that power can be exercised in the way things are set up. Learning and speaking to your representatives about your opinion. Those people were elected to listen to you. So I have a store in Saline County. Those people listen to me. I live in Maumelle, and those representatives are at least giving me some of their time. But it's important that we, as a community, be active, because really the reality of it is that activity is helping the legislators. The more the public takes the time to understand issues, the more they can help direct the legislature to act on what they believe is their best interest, and most importantly, the best interest of community. When I was talking to some people that I had donated money to at a nonprofit in Saline County, they indicated that nowadays they can't get money from these big box stores and national franchises. It's the local folks that are actually doing most of the financial support.
That's true.
And by taking away a little bit, they're taking away margin. And if you've ever owned retail, it's that last bit of revenue that you get that is where the profit is, because you've spent so much money paying the fixed cost.
Right. So, and you made a good point too. You can't care about it if you don't know about it. And if there are people that are interested in this, and hopefully you will be, if you watch this video, if you look in the comments and the article we're going to put out later, then hopefully people will at least, type an email to your legislator. If you don't know about things, ask them about things that you're interested in. If this is one of those, let them know that you want to know more about it, and you want to, give them your piece of advice if you have.
Right.
Not a piece of your mind, but some advice, a suggestion, recommendation.
Right. And like I said at the start, I don't want people to decide that I don't make a decision on their issue. I'm just asking that they look at it and they speak out.
Right. Yeah. Respectfully.
As best they can.
Well, like I said, we'll put things in the comments. I'm going to flip around to me. We'll put things in the comments to help you to come back to the information in this. And I hope if you weren't able to watch the video now, I know a lot of you are at work. I hope that you'll watch it later before, the Wheel of Fortune comes on, and and share it around. And again, we're going to have some more stuff in the comments for you to look at. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So I thought that went great. I really like the break so that I can formulate my thoughts.
I'm not sure if it's, well, it says slow connection and it's not letting me turn it off. I love this. Hi, I'm still here. What if I do like this?